What's up, footy fans? To help us celebrate and continue to grow for TNT in 2025, we're giving away a hand-signed St Kilda jersey autographed by all your favourite players. To honour your string through loyalty, the jersey will be given away to a random YouTube subscriber when we hit 600 subs. Make sure you like, comment, share, and most importantly, tag your AFL friends, especially those St Kilda supporters. We appreciate the love and the support for TNT and look forward to doing more giveaways in the future.
Where we're at, TNT.
In the land of footy madness where the crowds collide, Taz, Todd and Egi, we're ready for the ride. Taz rocks the blues with Crips in his heart. Viewers' questions coming now, that's just the start. Goals and speckies in the heat of the game. AFL glory, yeah, it's all the same. TNT Footy, we're living the dream. With Taz, Todd and Egi, we're a winning team.
G'day everyone, welcome to another episode of TNT Footy. I am Taz, the bald man. In the middle here, we've got Egi. How you going, buddy?
I'm very well. How are you?
Very well, mate. Very well. And at the end there, we've got the wettest bloke of them all, Moisty. What's happening?
What's going on, boys? Now we just want to get a little chat going and chat, a little vote. I think we should change the intro because I do not wear glasses anymore. Glasses up in the intro.
Doesn't mean you don't need
We
them.
need to change this. We need to change the intro.
Egi's got a point. You do need them.
No, don't need them anymore. We're good to go.
We'll see.
Welcome everyone in chat. Calzo, Zoe, Will Toya. Don't know who the hell that is, but welcome, guys. Welcome. Hey, big round of footy. So we're going to go through and talk about all the action from round 21. We have a very special guest tonight in GazzaB from GazzaB Photography. Moisty's got his usual controversial call just to sort of get you a bit wound up a little bit. Then we're going to... Oh, I'm just looking at it. Is there no Woo Girls Wow We tonight?
Not really. We're just gonna plug what we're gonna come up with next week. So
Cool.
yeah. So I thought with the person with the guests would just might run a bit over time, so we'll cut the time down a little bit.
As he's gonna.
I like it. I clearly read this before I started, and we're going to provide an update on our TNT tipping. So look, let's get straight into it, boys. Round 21. Actually, no. Before that, sorry, I'm stuffing up already.
Don't forget to like, subscribe. Don't forget we're giving away that St Kilda jersey as soon as we hit 600 subscribers. Hopefully this year.
I think we're a long way off.
Like, subscribe,
We're at
tag your
127.
St Kilda supporters, and we might even do, I don't know.
It is signed by
No.
Naz Desire.
Signed by Naz, he might not be in St Kilda Guernsey in
Yes.
2 weeks, so we never know.
There is a possibility, definitely a possibility. But all right, now we'll get into it. So Thursday night, Dogs and Giants, and this absolutely shocked the Panthers.
Now, you said it was a great round this round. This round was terrible. There was
It
one
was 50.
good game.
I thought it was a few good games.
There was a couple of good games.
One good game that
Okay,
I was
Hawthorn
interested
Adelaide
in.
was a good one.
Yep.
Until late, it blew out.
Sydney Essendon,
Yeah. Gold Coast,
Sydney were
Brisbane,
miles clear.
St
Yeah.
Kilda,
Gold
North
Coast, Richmond.
Melbourne.
Collingwood Pies. There was a few close ones. I don't know what you're talking about, Moisty.
No, it's terrible round of footy.
Carlton-
All
Even
right.
the
Carlton in the
Collingwood, the
second
one we
half.
were ready to go, Brisbane, Collingwood, and Brisbane just blew it out as well. But we'll get to that later. But no, Bulldogs finally took a scalp, boys.
Yes,
They did.
yes. It finally took someone in the top 8. Well,
And-
are they in the top 8 anymore?
Wow,
Yeah.
this is the thing.
They were, but they got
They-
absolutely decimated.
They are sitting 8th with the Dogs 9th with one win behind.
Oh,
But you look at the Dogs' percentage, they're on 137.3.
yes.
That's because when
They've
they
only
score,
got-
they score.
Geelong and Adelaide above them.
When they score, they score.
They do, but when they get scored against, they get scored against as well.
Yeah.
Having Sam Darcy back in the side, and we've said this since he came back in a few weeks ago, has really helped Aaron Norton.
Oh,
His
it has,
game's
because
excellent.
Sam Darcy's getting the number 1 defender, and it's given Norton number 2, and he seems to be all over the number 2 defender.
And Darcy's still dominating.
Yeah, they're both just kicking goals, obviously, but they're kicking 19 on. on the weekend, and he's huge though because Norton couldn't get near it when he wasn't on the park,
Yep.
and now he's on
No,
the
that's
park.
right.
They're both powering up pretty well.
It was good to see Norton actually start clunking some marks again, because that's probably been a little bit of his letdown early in the year, and a bit of that inconsistency is he wasn't actually marking the ball, which we know he can.
But that's because he was
So
getting
it's
double teamed a bit too.
yes, but again, it just shows Sam Darcy is very important. Riley West still popped up with 1 goal. Just really impressive again across the park.
Yes.
Bonds was obviously huge, as he always is. Giants very disappointing.
Yeah, well, they had a few key injuries, and they had someone retired today too. Callum Ward. I think
Callum
it was.
Ward, he was injured. Yeah,
Yeah,
was
he had
almost
his.
gonna go.
I think it was round 5 or something. He did his ACL again.
I think he was an inaugural member as well.
It was after doing 4 years at the Dogs.
Yes.
Yeah, absolute legend of a game. Player, sorry, I should say. Now, I just want to ask you a question. Free kick count was 32 to the Western Bulldogs, 19 to the Giants.
And
I heard that was a bit of a talking point. What were your boys' thoughts?
Well, when they have 75% of the football, I think it's probably about right.
When you're kicking forward and you win by 13 goals, it's because you're kicking into the forward line, getting chopped.
Yep, no, I agree with that. Kelzo, you're a Giants supporter. What was your thoughts, mate? You said shit game. So
It was a shit game because he's a Giants supporter, but I think he was pretty big on that. It was Giants playing poorly as well, so it wasn't. I don't think he was blaming the umpires or anything. I think it was just poor play by Giants.
And like you said in chat there, Dogs beat Giants on both meetings this season. So they're definitely the bogey team for them. But we'll keep moving through now. This game was a cracking game. Adelaide and Hawthorn.
Yeah, I did forget about this one because it was only up one end though.
It
One scoring end.
Well, it was until after halftime, and then it sort of went both ways.
Yes. Hawthorn were okay, but geez, Adelaide have hit form.
Yes.
They've been the top of the ladder, mate.
No, but I mean, they've been playing good all year. This is what we actually expected them to do last year, but they finished outside the 8.
Yes.
Now they've come in this year and they've just been dominating. Their firepower is so good.
Yeah. No, they were the highest kicking team to start the year. I think Geelong's taken over it a little bit, but they're still well and truly fire, and their forward line's just elite.
Absolutely. Good for Hawthorn to have Will Day back, though.
Oh,
no, he's injured again, mate.
Yeah.
He just
that's what I was about to say. He was back until he wasn't.
Yeah.
it's not. You can't just bring that up. I was devastated when I heard Day was out again. I like Day.
Mate, so do I.
I don't think Hawthorn would have lost again with him in the side. And
he's crucial.
First day he goes down, they lose the next game.
Yep. He's absolutely crucial to them. But Jack Gunston again popped up with 4 goals. But Riley Thilthorpe, isn't he having some sort of year?
Oh, sensational year.
Just big boy.
Yep.
Big, huge. Puts his hands up. I thought he was older than he was.
Nah, he's only young. He just looks older with the
23,
beard.
I think.
Yeah,
Just
remember he
looks
missed
ancient.
nearly all of last year because of injury. He had a leg injury or something. So he just spent his time in the gym and he really bulked up because he was real lanky before that. And the strength of him now, he's just out muscling any opponent that comes to him.
He's just too big.
He is. It's great. I really like watching him play. And then Taylor Walker doesn't have to be that main focus in attack anymore.
Nah, but then you got Darcy Fogarty down there too.
You've got Fogarty, you've got Rankin, you've got
Keys.
Ben
Keys, yes, and you've got Saligo that floats through there as well.
Yep. They look good. They look damaging. They look like they work really well together as well. Like they give each other the separation. There's a lot of forward lines that don't do that.
Yeah, technically they are the best comp in the league, best team in the comp at the moment, Tuzzy.
They definitely are. They're top of the table for a reason, equal with the Pies, but a much better percentage.
Yes.
And a much better form line.
And their percentage, it wouldn't surprise me if their percentage goes over 150 this weekend. They got the Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to get raised percent this late in the game, though. What are they? They're at 146.
144.
It's hard to gain 6% at 140.
I don't know. I think GWS lost 5% on the weekend.
Yeah, but what's their 100 or something?
Where are they? 111 now. They were 116.
111 16's a bit different than 145. to get from 145 and 150, that's a big jump. Whereas
It is.
when you get towards 100, it's not that big of a jump. 6%.
Snip this conversation. We'll come back to it this time next week.
Welcome,
big
Ronan
jump.
Brannigan.
G'day, Ronan. How you going, buddy? Come to
All
see the GazMan be interviewed in about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Love it.
Well, on to the next game. We've got Melbourne versus Eagles, and Melbourne just decimated again.
Yeah, well, they had to
Those big games.
after last week. They had a point to prove.
Absolutely. Good to see local boy Jai Cully make his debut, kick a couple of goals and get a fair few touches, actually. I think he finished at 12 or 13.
Actually pretty good. One of those marks he did was sensational.
It was. And against his old side too.
Yes.
So that was good. Eagles, I think, are just going through the motions now.
Yeah, I think they've got too many injuries.
I think they're the same. There's a few teams in the comp: Essendon, Eagles, Richmond, North Melbourne do it against the better teams. They just, I don't know, try and get fitness under their belt. I don't know.
Some of them are still playing for contracts, so they can get a contract renewal as well. Don't forget about that. But Ryan Marrick, a good point for the Eagles. He's been outstanding this year, and now that he's moved to the back line, he's kind of playing that Dacos role. Yeah, with rotating.
Which he come in with tall forward too, so he wasn't even midfield or that. He come in as a key forward, and then they're running halfback.
Yep, he looks good. He's athletic. I could see Jeremy Cameron doing that role, but he's too good up forward. To be honest,
11 goals, mate.
He's sensational up forward.
Sorry, you go.
The teams know they're going to kick it to him, and he still gets fucking a handful of goals.
He was getting a handball off the mark. A bloke got hanging off him, and he still got the handball to kick the goal.
Absolutely, it's crazy. Tom McCarthy's still doing well.
Yeah, he's looking great.
Back in the middle, playing his normal role as well. So
it's a great little pickup.
He's been fantastic, McCarthy. They've got a lot to build off.
Especially depends what Oscar Allen does, but
I think Oscar Allen's gone, hasn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, I think
said he's gone. I'm pretty sure he's already said it.
And he hasn't.
When he got injured, I'm pretty sure he announced that he was out.
No, he hasn't.
McGovern retired too, didn't he?
Forced
retirement. Yeah.
Concussion.
So so there's two backmen that are lost already.
But Eagles are chasing Darcy Cameron.
Yes.
And Bobby Hill.
Oh,
that's that's a good. That's likely to happen, I reckon, with the family stuff that's happening. So.
I think the Cameron is too, because Collingwood don't want to pay him.
Yeah.
He wants a negotiation on the contract, and Collingwood's saying no.
Who was it that once wanted more than 1 year deal, but only got offered 1 year deal? I can't remember.
That's Myercheck.
Oh,
Myercheck's going to Brisbane or Sydney as well, hunting up that way.
Potentially. And I have heard a rumor. Again, this is all
speculation.
Rumors are rumors, so we actually don't know. But I have heard a rumor that and this is a big news, but Cripps from Carlton may want to go back to the West to finish his career.
That's been the rumor all year, mate.
So
it's not a rumor.
Hasn't been
Everyone's
a rumor
saying
all
that
year.
all year. I reckon that was brought up round 2 when you start losing.
It's like Carlton's closing up shop. Everyone's fucking wants to lose.
Yeah, pretty much. But
that's been around all season, that rumor.
That is no, it's not. No, it hasn't.
In chat, have you heard that before in this season? I guarantee you've heard that before.
I've heard it in the last few years, but this is the first time I've heard it this year was today.
No, it's been out and about, mate.
I'm surprised you remember, Todd.
And we moved up to Queensland where Gold Coast ran over Richmond. But I didn't watch any of the game. I think I was watching more of the game.
No, I didn't either. More dead game, another dead game.
Yeah,
I didn't waste my time. I heard a little bit of it on the radio, and Anderson and Rao just obliterating teams at the moment, just doing as they please. They can both play inside, both play outside. Does not matter. They're just going to get the job done. Rao's still a tackle machine with 9. Alex Davies was a bit quieter this week, so I don't know with Toot coming back whether he played a bit of a different role.
He would have played not in the mid.
Yeah, I don't think so. And Johnny Noble, 30 touches and a behind. So he's been, we've mentioned it before, but he's been such a good pickup for Gold Coast.
He's been great. Huge. Especially with Dan Rioli, he's really had to pick up his game as well. So to fill in that bit of a halfback role.
Only last couple of weeks, but Todd should review all of your shows this year to see if it came up earlier. Todd's too busy playing Grounded.
10% come up earlier. Or might be a job for Chat BBT.
Now, this next game in Sydney, Essendon was a lot closer than I thought it would be.
Yes.
I think Swans took off early and then just sort of shut up shop.
Yeah.
Which gave
right.
the little kids a bit of a chase down.
I've got a question. Are you finally on board the Grundy AA train?
No.
No.
You're still not?
No.
Gawn's in front
I
of him.
think Gawn's been better.
I don't agree with that.
Gawn's
I think
been better for longer.
I think Grundy has been absolutely fantastic this year. What about you guys in chat?
The last 6 weeks he has. 6 or 7 weeks. Gawn's done it for 20.
I'm going to say 8 weeks, and Gawn was quiet at the start of the year or in the middle as well.
It's the same thing we got with Cherry last year. Come the end of the season, we all thought Cherry was the man to beat, but Gawn still managed. He's more
Mr. Consistency.
Legacy now, yeah. He's more they're going to do it to get him his next jacket. So if it's 50-50, Gawn gets a nod.
I agree with that, but Grundy's got to be in calculations. It has to be.
But you've got to beat him by... If you're close, it's like in fighting when you're in a championship. You can't go to points and let it go to decision, because if it goes to the decision, they go with the champ.
Yeah, well, I'm going to do some research over the next week or two because we have to.
Well, we all do. Yeah,
next week. Next week.
But for a ruckman to get 39 touches and 32 hitouts, that's huge. Absolutely huge. He's just been in such good form. I just wanted to call that out. Errol Goulden burnt him for his 40th touch. They interviewed him. They interviewed Goulden after the game, and they were talking about how good it is to have Grundy in such good form. And they go, "Look, we're going to tell you something here. Did you know?" Oh no, they go, "Oh, we saw you burn him for a handball." And Goulden goes, "Yeah, I was always told, if you see a ruckman running past you, don't give them the ball." So, if they're on the run, and they go, "Oh, well, you just cost him his 40th touch," and he goes, "Oh shit."
They don't play for touches, but it's always good to get one. It'd be the first ruck. Oh, no, I wouldn't say that. I reckon there'd be a ruckman with 40.
I reckon there would be some. I reckon Gorm would have got it once before, surely, in his prime.
Maybe not. But then we would go to the next game down at the MCG, and we thought this was going to be the game of the round. But
it was till about three-quarter time.
About three-quarter time. Just put this to you, Eggy. Are you getting a bit worried now?
Nah, not at all. I reckon we move Charlie Dean out and move Howe or Frampton back in, and that'll fill that hole.
Yeah, you drop one to Hawthorn this week, you're going to be a bit nervy?
Nah, I don't think we drop one to Hawthorn this week.
Because the one
only a 5-day backup though. We're a bit rusty, but yeah, we'll see how we go.
The 1 and 6 train has well and truly left the station, mate. We're at 1 and 3 at the moment.
1 and 3, yeah, I'm all right with that. We'll be back on top next week, the end of next weekend. So,
do you reckon
I wouldn't think so.
I think so.
Adelaide's playing West Coast, mate. I don't think you're going to outscore 100%.
I'm talking. We're going to outscore them next week. End of next week. That's what I said. When we play Adelaide next weekend, we'll beat them. Then we'll be back on top.
I like it. I like the confidence. What do you want to talk us through this game, Eggy?
Yes, obviously I watched most of it. One thing I do want to say is if the ball bounces and then you fist it out, that is deliberate out of bounds. I don't care who you are.
It is.
If for a marking contest, yes, you can punch it out, but after it bounces on the ground, you can't just punch it out. That's insufficient attempt to try and keep the ball in.
Agreed.
But yeah, it was a great game. I think they pulled Jordan to go early, but it was his first game. They had Bobby Hill on the bench, so I reckon if those two could have linked up together, Jordan to go coming out of the midfield and having Bobby Hill up forward. But I think our biggest was their defence. They play a zone defence. And I think Charlie Dean just couldn't keep up with them. And I think Braden Maynard and Paynor and Darcy Moore sort of got the bum steer of it and had to sort of cover two blokes down back there. And they always seem to get caught out with Morris kicking a bag. And I think it was the five gamer. I can't remember. Was it not Harry Taylor? It was Harris.
Henry
maybe?
Smith.
Henry Smith, that's it. And
Henry Smith, yeah. He kicked 3 or 4 too.
Yeah, he kicked three on them as well, and I think a few behind as well. So they, yeah. Well,
I think
Turtles got Frampton, Howe, Mitchell come back in happy days. Nick dominated until DeGoey was subbed. Plus add in full games for DeGoey and Bobby, and I don't underestimate. Yeah, I don't underestimate them either.
No, I agree with that. I think Frampton has to be Moore's defensive duo in the back line because Frampton can play that lockdown role and allow Darcy Moore to intercept. I
Yes.
don't think Darcy Moore is at his best when he's got to play lockdown.
Yeah.
Can we say though, have teams finally worked out the Magpies? Because all you've got to do is hit Darcy Moore's lead. That's what they've done the last 3 weeks. If you kick it to the player that's playing on Darcy Moore, their defense just shuts because he can't break off and no one gets there to help him. He's the player that helps. You've just got to target his forward.
They don't play like a man-on-man defense. They play like a zone defense. That's why you find when it was Morris and what was his name again?
Henry Smith.
Henry Smith. When they both went for their marks, it was Darcy Moore that was there to take him. So obviously he didn't have one or the other. Sort of had to switch between the both.
Defense, yeah.
Yeah. How good's Jasper Fletcher for the line?
Oh, love Fletcher.
I can't.
He needs to get through the midfield, I think.
Yeah.
I think he'll end up a midfielder. Still another young kid doing the Chiesel Dacos roll-off half-back, which seems to be where you start your midfielders these days.
Yeah, definitely. But you think of a midfield in the next few years of Ashcroft, and Fletcher.
Yes.
They're in good.
They've also
Neil,
got Wilmot.
McCluggage.
Would you get Wilmot in there? Wilmot's been the other one linking alongside Fletcher.
Yep, absolutely.
On the halfback.
Lions are still going to be strong for a few years yet.
Oh yeah. Yep. They got
They
a lot,
really
lot
are.
of depth as well. So
And they've definitely found one in Logan Morris.
Yeah, well, their midfield, Neil, 12 clearances, 36 touches. Ashcroft boys both dominated again. And McCluggage, another one that sneaks under the radar.
yeah, then you got Zorko as well. He gets in there. Who's their tackle machine? I can't think of.
Dunkley.
That's it.
Yeah, he's just an absolute gun. But look, we'll keep moving through. So we've got the Saints getting over North.
Oh, it was a close one though.
It was a cracker of a game.
Yeah.
It was very close. The goal at the end was basically just before the siren. So it was realistically 69-72 for the last couple of minutes of play.
Well,
And
Melbourne
North did
played
have
such-
chances.
North Melbourne played such a great first quarter, but then they just shut down in the second quarter.
Yes.
Yeah, just I think it's fitness maybe, I don't know, lack of maturity.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I think McKercher has gone to another level.
Oh, he has.
Yeah,
He's
across the halfback.
sensational.
Yeah.
Him and Chiesel together, they're gonna be good.
I
to
think
see.
he'll get midfield time next year. I think he's going into the midfield
Mm-hmm.
because he did
That'll
play
take a
off
bit of-
half forward for a bit of that.
It'll take a bit of pressure off Sheasel doing that. LDU. So you'll have a midfield essentially of LDU, Sheasel, McKercher,
And Warlaw
and Warlaw. Yeah.
and Simpkin.
I still say it, Warlaw needs to get more of the ball.
He does, but he's a bull, but very, very interrupted. Like you think he's in his third season, but he's really only played 30 games or 20 games or something because he keeps injuring himself.
Yeah.
He could model his game off Rao. He's the same type of player. Rao used to only sort of get that 15 to 22 touches a game, and now look at him, dominating. So it wouldn't surprise me if Wardlaw can come out in a year or two and do the same.
Yeah.
So yeah, Parker was kept pretty quiet. Nazai Wanganeen Miller again, 6 touches. He had 5 touches in the first couple of minutes of play.
Yes, he did.
He's just absolutely unreal. 9 clearances. Another good thing for North was having Larky back. He definitely straightened them up.
Yes.
Yeah,
And he was good early.
Got a few marks too. That gives him a target to target.
Yes.
Oh, actually, Pies still need Howe back too. Just throwing that out there.
Yep.
Tiger Time was a nervy game. Soz was busy with uni classes. I don't apologise, mate. We just appreciate you dropping in. Zoe, thankfully, we got to relive the fourth quarter against Melbourne last week before the game. Yes, I remember you saying
my brother never watched it, so
that would have been real good. And I was fortunate enough to be at an event on Saturday where Jack Higgins was a guest speaker,
And he had a pretty good game too.
He did have a good game. 2 goals and 10 touches. Must have been the rev up I gave him. No.
What's the go with Naz then, mate? Clearly, that's the first question you ask him when he's there. What did he tell you?
No, I didn't actually get to speak to him. He was swamped by people before I got the chance,
So
unfortunately.
he didn't ask if anyone had questions, and no, I'm sure someone would have put their arm up and said, "What's happening with Nas?"
What's happening with Naz?
Probably why they didn't ask him any
Yeah.
questions. But he actually went through his career where he started, and then talked a bit about his draft or when he got drafted to Richmond in 2017. Or they for the 2018 season. Then just coming off a premiership, he walks into the room and sort of went up to Dusty and said g'day, and Dusty sort of just went, "Yep, g'day," grunted and walked off. I thought that was pretty funny. We also mentioned about his his surgery, those sort of things, how they didn't think he was going to be able to walk again. And yeah, he's been through a lot. And to get back to where he is now, it's a credit to him. Just a credit to the type of guy and drive he's got. So
Beautiful. All right,
just
we
thought
better
I'd
move
share
on
that.
because it's flying along. We're at 7:30 already. So we've
We
got
are.
Geelong versus Port Adelaide. Well, this was just a flogging again.
Yes.
Do you know what though? Port started okay. The first quarter and a half was actually pretty competitive, and then they just fell off, and Geelong just went bang, bang, bang.
So Geelong looking very good coming into finals, but I think it's their easy draw. They
Yeah.
seem to be pumping everyone, but
Because
they're playing the
they had a
bottom four.
they had a hard draw, and they dropped a few games early, and that's why they're so far down the ladder. So
Yeah, and
Yeah.
now they're storming home.
yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Can Cameron get to 100? That's all we want to know out of this
What's he
game.
at now?
He kicked 5, so I think he needs another 25.
Oh, fuck me.
Another 25.
So that's an 8, a 7, and a 7.
He plays Richmond
Yep.
and West Coast.
Yep.
And he's on 75.
75 and needs 25, so he gets it.
He needs
I
an
think
8,
he
a 7,
plays-
and a 7.
Yeah, I think I know he plays Richmond.
No, he needs 3 8s.
3-8. So
he-
he'll definitely do
Three.
it in the finals, you'd think. So he's got Essendon. Sorry, he's got Essendon this week.
Yep.
Essendon, then I think it's Richmond. No, Essendon, Swans, Richmond.
Oh, yep.
So very doable. You could see him kicking 10 against Essendon. And then if he gets to the last round where he needs 6, they are going to handball the shit out of it to him against Richmond. He will kick 20 against Richmond if they have to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they won't.
They will look for him against Richmond and they won't be able to stop him. And he'll kick 15 if he has to get 100. Because they don't.
I flagged this a few weeks ago, and you were like, "Nah, he's not going to get there. Nah, he's not going to."
Then I looked at his draw though, and he kicked 11 against North. He's going to kick. You'd think he'd kick that against Richmond as well.
Yeah.
Essendon's got no players left, so you think he kicks 5 or 6 there.
So you admit you could be wrong.
I think he'll get it in the finals. I don't think he'll get it during the season.
Yeah, I reckon he'll get it. He might get it in finals, but yeah.
Oh, I think
I
he'll
don't
definitely
reckon.
get in the finals.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We'll see.
But yeah, not much for that. Jack Martin come on as a super sub, kicks 4 goals in 5 minutes as well.
Yeah.
And did nothing else for the game.
That's standard, Jack, but it's still impactful.
Yeah,
you
kicked
didn't
4
need to
goals
when you're already
in 3,
80
4
points in
kicks,
front.
4 goals, and that was it.
Unreal, absolutely unreal. But no, not much else to really say about that game. Swans sneak back into 4th, so yeah, we'll
Catch,
keep
you
moving
mean,
through.
not Swansea, mate. Swans
That's
are maybe 4th last.
That's what I meant. Last game, Freo Carlton.
Carlton
Carlton
was
just
good
did
up
their
until
usual.
half time.
Yeah, Taylor 2 halves, standard.
But in good signs, though, like they didn't have Kerno, they didn't have Chera. Who else didn't they have? Doherty's obviously out forever now, but
Yeah.
Is this a sign that we just want to just get rid of Kerno now? They played so good without him in the first half. Would he have been the difference, or are they
I
go chasing picks?
I still reckon he leaves in the
Yeah.
offseason. I do. I
So
reckon
Harry didn't play either, too, did he?
Harry
No,
played.
Harry
How
played.
did
Yeah,
play?
Harry
Yeah.
was good, and that's your marquee. Then you get another one. You need two of those.
Yeah.
I reckon just the value you could get for Kerno is worth. If you're in a premiership winning side, I'd say no. I'd say hold on to him, but
We're a few years off yet.
you're dropping out the window, the way I'm saying it. So you've got to get a mini rebuild going so you don't fall completely out.
Yeah, which you can do. Look at Pies. Look at Swans. Look at Geelong. They've all done it before. So it's going to be a couple of years of heartache again, but hopefully we start looking for those green shoots, as Brendan Bolton would say. Watching this game, Patrick Voss, I know I mentioned him last week, but he's just a beast on the field. Just good old
Paddy
fashioned,
Voss.
hard at it.
How many did he get?
Kick 3 in the end
Yeah.
from 10 touches.
And how many did Tracy get?
So Voss, Tracy, and Amos. I always get his name wrong. They all kick 3 each.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, really good return for those 3 boys. and they drew them back. Luke Jackson was pretty good. 8 clearances, 27 disposals, ran a lot through the midfield as well. That's a big body to be going through the midfield. I know he's been doing it a bit this year. But Caleb Sarong, I thought Cooper Lord did a pretty good job on him, shutting him down.
Yes,
So
beautiful.
Just before we go, Jack did it in 5 minutes. What he did all the time at the Blues. That's George Beatley. Brody umpires wrecked the game, and George Beatley. I think Jack and Kerno both gone.
yes, I do agree with that, George, and wouldn't surprise me if there's a few others.
I don't, because I don't want to say brains behind it, but whoever's behind the head of Carlton, I don't think they'll let him go, and that's a silly move.
Which one? Kerno. Yeah.
Jack's out the door, mate. You're not getting Jack. He's gone.
Well, he's out for the season too.
Yeah,
Jack
he won't hold
Kerno.
him. Yeah, but Kerno. No, I mean he's gone. He's out the door. He's already at Collingwood. That's done deal. I don't think there's any arguments about that. But Kerno, I don't know if they'll let him go.
Well, Jack going to Collingwood's ruffled a few feathers at Collingwood as well.
Has it?
Yeah, a few players that are only being offered 1-year deals. Not happy that Silvani's being offered 4 years over there.
But Silvani's younger.
He's 28.
Yeah, but the ones getting offered 1-year deals are 35.
Yeah, it's 32, 33, yeah. Or Myotech's 31.
Complete different. It's complete different. There's 4 age gap. Like it's like your prime 28. 28's prime for football.
Mm-hmm.
33 is you get a 1-year deal till you fall over and
it's just interesting, isn't it? But anyway, we will move across. Actually, let's move to our guest speaker, boys. Let's do it.
That's where we were going. Oh, sir, I thought you said when you were moving across.
I was moving across on my seat.
Delayed. I was like, oh.
Get a little bit more comfortable, all right? That's all I was doing. No, I'm just joking. All right, so we're going to bring GazzaB in.
All right, beautiful.
Bring him in.
I'll get the immersive up properly again. There he is, GazzaB.
What's going on?
How you going, buddy?
Good, thanks.
It's all right, mate. So above you, actually, I think you're in the same order on my screen. Above you, you've got Moisty or Todd.
Moisty, that's me. Yeah. How you going, mate?
And beside you, you've got Will or Egi.
Welcome, Gary.
How you going?
Very well, thank you.
Good.
How was your weekend, mate?
Yeah, all right. Actually, busy. We're coming to the end of footy season, so we're just winding up all our footy team photos and action and heading into finals. Mainly junior stuff we do.
Yes. Well, no, my daughter got her photos done by you down at Pearstale, so it was good.
Oh, rightio. Yeah, we did them a little while ago.
Yes.
We're up at Hyatt on the weekend, and we did Karen Patterson Lakes Wednesday, Thursday, Caulfield last Monday. Yeah, finish off Balnarring on the Sunday before it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's awesome, mate. What goes into, getting there and setting up for the day and going through it? Can you sort of talk us through what it looks like from your side?
Look, we if we're doing team photos, we'll get there with all our gear, and the gear is pretty extensive. 4 big aluminium benches, a couple of studio lights, cameras, tripods, computer. We shoot tethered to the computer, so we take photos, they go straight into the computer and get allocated to that player. Pretty advanced, really, system. And we can set up 2 back-to-back stations, which gets us through double the amount of kids and teams in the same amount of space, just takes a bit more staff.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's the shooting part of it, which is about 15 or 20% of it. The rest is all the behind-the-scenes stuff.
What's that look like?
Oh, look, a lot of processing. We take 3 to 4 photos of each kid, and there's, 300 or 400 kids in each club. Each background needs to be removed. We need to make a team photo for each one, have them named in the right order. And once we've got all that worked out, we send an email to the parents. Parents will log on to the website, create an account, see the pictures, select backgrounds, make footy cards, make magazine covers. They're all custom. Press buy them, and the orders come in. Our lab prints them all, puts them in envelopes, and send them to us in a big box once the order process is finished.
That's awesome, mate. So it's
a lot goes into it.
A lot more than people probably realise.
The actual shooting of it is, because you're out finding the work first up. once you've got it, then you've got to coordinate the timing with the club, make sure everyone's going to be there and at the right time, and then get your staff in order, get everything set up, shot, processed, out, back. Yeah, it's pretty involved. It's a fair amount in it.
Yeah, absolutely,
And
mate.
how long have you been doing it for?
15 years, I suppose.
Has it always been footy, or you start somewhere else?
No, I started shooting my kids, playing football, Oz kick. Started doing that probably 20 years ago, and then it sort of was just a what do you call it? Just a hobby, really, and it sort of grew from there.
Correct.
Yeah.
Do you do it full time now, or?
Yeah, full time. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Sorry, Egi.
That's right. Did I hear you make footy cards?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, we might be in touch then in the next coming months. Then we got
We're
something in
looking
the
to get
works.
some.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we do actually. Something that
We got some TNT footy cards that are supposed to be coming. They've been coming for months though, so we might have to reach out to you and get them coming, because
I just don't think Todd's ordered them. To
I ordered these from their site, but I reckon it's a scam. So we might have to reach out to you when
From that Indian site, mate.
I don't know. I just googled footy cards and then just went to the first one and we just typed it in. It only cost like $4, so big worry, but
they're not coming. They're not coming. Mate. Let's just be
As long
honest.
as they haven't cleaned out your credit card.
no, that's it. Yeah,
Not yet. Not yet.
yeah.
What,
I haven't seen anything go anyway.
Gaz, what would you say your favourite part of the job is?
I think the feedback from the kids with the action shots.
Yep.
Action shots don't sell in great quantities, but the kids love them, and that's where I started doing it, was shooting the kids and then shooting the team and then other teams and so on. And I don't know, look, I turn up now at a footy match down here and the kids are saying hello and make sure you get me Specky and you get extra photos of me, and they absolutely love it. And that's really cool. And when they go online, like we post a fair bit on Facebook with our albums and stuff that we shoot, and the feedback from kids is really good. And sometimes I'll get in the car after a day shooting footy and I'm getting messages on Instagram from the kids like, "When's the photos going up?"
Yeah, when do they come?
Just put my camera in the car and I'll get them home. Fair amount of editing involved before they get up there. I mean, we're a bit behind at the moment. Just only just put the last album up from last Sunday. That just went up a few minutes ago. I was waiting for you fellas, and I've got all yesterday's work to do yet. So the editing process is very time consuming, and it's not very glamorous.
Yeah,
I could imagine. So how many hours would you say you put in per day on an average?
If you're shooting, look, sometimes the first game will be 8 o'clock and finish at about 4:30. You might only be doing 1 or 2 games. It might be a milestone game. It might be, there's plenty of different reasons why we're at a club. So every hour you spend shooting, there's at least an hour worth of sorting, culling, editing, posting, and so on and so forth. So it doubles that. So, I mean, if you're there for 8 hours, another 8 hours worth of work coming up on the next day.
On the next day, putting it together.
It's huge. Just need to cut it back to a couple of hours, mate. No, I'm joking.
I'm trying to. I'm trying. We've got a whole bucket load of really, really good photographers running around helping us out at the moment. Like, we've got one guy, Lockie, great photographer, young fella, gone out on his own as a photographer last year or earlier this year. Maybe he's been doing it a year and a half. And he was shooting Collingwood for AFL on Saturday night at the MCG.
Wow.
And then Sunday morning, 8 o'clock, he's shooting under 8s in Balnarring. So that's going from one extreme to another. And that's the sort of quality of photographers that we really like to get, those guys that have really good, just a good eye and can take good photos. And it's easy to pick a camera up and point it somewhere, but to get the right action shot in a football game, it takes a fair bit of skill, probably underrated. The way cameras work these days, you can pick a camera up and chuck it, look at a game and take a few photos and get some good photos. But you might not produce 200 photos out of an hour worth of junior football, where our blokes and our girls can. So.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of doing your own little photography action photos, is there any settings that we should have on our phones that would make it a bit easier for those action shots? Or
don't use your phone for an action shot.
Put
your phone in your pocket and watch the kid play football and pay us to come out and take the photos. Like the results with that iPhone, well, you're going to have a size of a 5-cent piece if anyone remembers what they look like.
Yep.
Compared to a side of the road billboard in terms of quality and amount of pixels in that picture. And when you print an iPhone photo, it looks shit, and you're miles away anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah,
don't. Just
100%.
when you watch the game.
What's the game?
Now, Egi was saying to us off screen that he's seen some of your photos as well. We all have really, but you got photos of Razor Ray, Johnno Brown, Cold Chisel, and a heap of other great bands. So I just sort of wanted to ask, who, in your opinion, who would be the most famous person that you have photographed, and how were they to deal with?
Eve was good.
Is that Adam's wife? Is that Adam's wife?
Yeah, they're getting old, but they're still hanging in there. Like, they don't like everyone to know exactly how old they are because you know what women are like. I think Aerosmith was good. Jimmy Barnes is really good. Shot him for years. Angels are great. They give me great access. I go to an Angels gig and I'm sort of backstage and shooting on the stage and walking around and just hanging out with them backstage is really cool.
That's unreal. So you've had some fantastic experiences.
Oh yeah, mate. I've shot everybody that's in Australian music. Probably shot everybody that's anybody from Cold Chisel and Barnesy through to Baby Animals and I just can't think of wwho else. But
Parkway Drive.
No, haven't done them. Probably a bit out of my wheelhouse, really. Not that I dislike it. I found that the metal type bands are the best crowds to shoot at because they'll just let you through. Where some of the pop sort of acts, the crowd are really shitty and they just, they push you out the way and throw beer at you and all sorts of stuff. So
Really?
In front of you.
yeah.
Jeez, that's horrible.
Gravity Affliction was really good. I used to shoot a bit of boudoir and sexy stuff, and one of the models wanted to go and see the Amity Affliction, so I managed to get a photography pass and a review pass so she could come along. So I took her, and she was, I don't know, 22 or 23, and I mean, being an old bloke, this is only about 6 or 8 years ago. So I just said to him, we were walking in, I said, if anyone asks you what you're doing with the old bloke, just say that you're using me for sex. And it was perfect. She used it 2 or 3 times, and the blokes are walking past me clapping, and it was awesome. But the band were really good. Like they were really good. The Butterfly Effect. I shot their last gig in Melbourne, and they did it I think it was at the Palace or one of the ones that closed down anyway. So I climbed up the lighting rig, and I was actually above the band in the lighting rig, looking down on the crowd. And so I've got a photo looking from the stage out of this packed crowd, and it was just amazing. That was fun. Probably nearly killed myself, but got to do what you do to get the shot.
Get the shot,
Yeah.
Kids, be safe. All right, kids, be safe.
Yeah, don't do this at home.
No, that's awesome. Now, before we get into some footy questions, any other questions from you two boys?
No, I'm ready for the footy questions.
No, I'm ready for footy. Yeah.
All right. First question I've got, Gaz, is who do you follow in the AFL?
Mighty Hawks, mate.
Mighty Hawks. Oh, going good. I had a bet on the Hawks this year. I had to wear a dress if they didn't make the top eight by this week, but they're in. So
yeah,
the dress is safe.
They're going okay. They're probably a year or two from really producing the goods and being a real contender, but anything can happen the way they play. And I like the way that they've taken the pressure out of their football. And I think looking at what the coaches, really, it's surprising that their attitude was that their worst 2 hours of the whole week was game time because it was so much pressure. So they've encouraged them to get away from that pressure, which is why their celebrations are over the top and they just look like they're out there having fun. And that reflects in football. And you're having fun. You're not working, Yeah,
it looks like they are too. They're
take all that stress out.
Sam Mitchell's been, I've said it many times before as well, because I had lunch with Sam Mitchell last year, and Hawks are in very, very good hands with him. He's calm, he understands, he lets the players be themselves. He gives them that safety net at the club, within the 4 walls. But yeah, he definitely encourages them on the field to actually just let themselves go.
Yeah, it's exactly what he's got a daughter's quite a good football player. She played interleague for the South Metro League.
Yeah, wow, I didn't know that.
So she'd be probably 13 or 14, I guess. So,
but the daughter coming up,
good breeding stock, maybe. I don't know.
That's it.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, Moistys.
Who you got for the flag?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought Collingwood up until the last month, and I think they've dropped it. So
Just falling in a
I think
hole,
it's
yeah.
a real open book. Anyone can beat anyone on any day, so that's what you want in the top 8. It's the bottom 8 I think we've got to fix. Like, they're just all shit.
Yeah, bottom 6 teams or bottom 8 teams are just no good.
If you
Yeah,
had to pick one right now, who would win it?
You got to fix them somehow. I don't know how you do that. Like,
Nah.
that's but yeah, go the Hawks. Maybe we'll get it this year. I don't know.
Oh, there you go. Probably
Got it
I've only been alive for 12 premierships, you know. So,
I've seen 2, so you're
There you
miles
go.
ahead of me.
I've seen one and I barely remember it.
yeah, right. Yeah.
Who you got for the spoon, Gaz?
There's only one team that can win it, Taylor. That's a pretty silly question.
Yeah.
West
Oh,
Coast
you should
can't
probably
miss.
take that one out now, hey, because I'm
West
just
Coast
reading
can't
off
miss the
Yeah.
spoon. That's the
Let's
They're
go.
like
It's a bit of footy, but I don't follow the AFL as much as I could because I'm so tied up in juniors and local footy. So I'm certainly not an expert in what's happening this year. I watch the Hawks games whenever I can, and whatever's on Thursday night, Friday night, I'll have a look at. And if I'm home Saturday, Sunday, Arvo, whatever, I'll watch footy. But it's I certainly don't follow as much as I really want to.
So the only other real question that makes any sense is who do you want for the Brownlow? Because the Coleman's wrapped up too.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, I mean, Dacos is probably going to win it, but there's a few dark horses getting around that don't get the publicity that he gets. So, you know, someone maybe from the outside will come up and knock it off, and you know,
Not from nowhere.
Todd
there's been
hopes
some
so.
comparisons between
Oh.
Dacos and other players. Plenty of them, that, you know, getting the same amount of kicks, same amount of possessions, but doesn't get the, you know, the look in on the media that Dacos gets.
Yeah. Very true, mate. Very true.
Hmm.
Anything else from you two, gents?
No,
that's
that's
everything
just
from
me.
us.
But if you want to check out, can you just give us a shout out to your Instagram and that so the boys can check you out if they need some photography done?
Yeah, look, you can just search up GazzaB photography in Google, and you'll find out all the websites. We've got 3 different websites for different sorts of stuff. There's Instagram,
I think
Facebook.
we'll put the links down there too. I think Eggie's got them up now.
Yeah, the links are down there anyway. And I think there's websites there. You might be able to get it. There's a bit of a price list there too, so you can get a rough idea how much things might cost as well.
Yeah, and they mentioned your blokes. I've certainly put the price up, so
So
we're all good with that.
get a bit
Love
of
it,
discount,
Gaz.
reverse discount.
Yeah, that's
Thanks.
it.
Thanks for coming on, Gary, and giving us a bit of an idea of what it's like behind the lens. Yeah, really appreciate it, mate, and good luck for the rest of the season with your photography, especially come finals. I imagine that's pretty busy for you as well.
We've got, I think there's 2 weekends. We've got 7 or 8 photographers running all day on Sundays up in the South Metro League, and we've got the local stuff down here coming up. It's pretty busy, and then it all just stops. We can have
All of a sudden,
You get
just
into cricket
done.
season.
yeah, we've got other stuff coming up, but it's nowhere near as busy as footy.
No, that's awesome, mate.
No, well, thanks for jumping on with us.
No worries,
Thank
bit of fun.
Love it.
All right.
Thanks.
All right,
Thanks,
see you,
guys.
mate.
See you later.
There you go. Thanks for that.
Bye.
Change our view back to the 3 amigos.
And
was
while
awesome.
we're doing that, Eggie, yeah, that was good. Another good one, Tassie.
Was very
Yeah.
good.
Love hearing there's obviously always going to be a link back to footy with our
Yes.
guests. But also it's really good. We've had some really good insights this season with the different guests that we've had on.
Yes.
So yeah, it's been good. Sorry, Todd, you were going to say something before?
I was going to say, Eggie, you want to? I'll do it. Answer next week. All right. So we've got the All Australian, the TNT All Australian. We're doing next week. So make sure you get the teams ready, Tassie.
Yes, we are.
He's
Big
sort
rugby,
of daydreaming there. And then we've got Brozza joining us on the 18th of August to go through his All Australian.
He's all Australian.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
That's a yearly tradition now. We get him on to go through his. He was pretty close last year with a lot of his selections.
Yeah, except no one had Dacos on the wing. That was just the stupidest selection ever. It was a stupid selection. I understand Josh on the wing, but not Nick. Nick on the wing, highly
I
stupid.
didn't even understand Josh on the wing this year.
Yeah, well, Nick played. I think we went through it. He had one go on the wing, and that was when he got interchanged and couldn't get to the middle quick enough. It's the only
Correct.
time he's played on the wing.
Well, I
Correct.
think I
Time
saw him up forward this year, or this last on Saturday night for about 5
Full
minutes.
forward.
Yeah,
Put
he was,
him
he
in
was
full
full
forward
forward for
then.
5 minutes, so there he is.
Right.
He's going to be in
Nah,
the
that's-
forward
No,
line.
that's what I mean. All Australian full forward. Don't worry about Jezza Cameron. Only kick 100. Get Dacos in there.
Jezza Cameron half forward.
Yeah.
All right. We'll keep moving through. Moisty, controversial call. I think it's a big one this week.
Yeah, no, I've got one this week, and this one really made me angry. Yeah, I understand the push in the back. We all agree that rule had to be changed, and we like the new rule. But you can't change it 4 weeks out from finals. Players have got used to playing this way all season. You cannot just change the rule. We saw free kicks that players are looking back. What was the free kick for? Because it wasn't a free kick last week. You can't do this leading into finals. I don't think you can change the rule this late. I reckon once rules are in, we should be set. Stop changing rules. Mid-season, end of season. You've got the Women's League trial rules in there, then bring them in at the start of the season. Once the rules are in, we can't change them.
I didn't even know they changed it.
No, well, if you look, they didn't change it, but
They
they're
interpreted
interpreted it different. So now pushing the back any momentum forward or any momentum in the back, they've been paying that all week, but they haven't paid it all season.
Yeah, I've noticed before the weekend, like, you can push someone in the back and take the mark and you get it. Whereas, were they calling that this weekend? They're calling that in the back.
They're calling that pushing the back, and they haven't called it all season. You can't 4 weeks out for final change the rules because players have got used to what you were doing. You can't just change the rules on them.
Well, there was one instance in the Carlton Fremantle game that I remember where Cripps actually clearly had two hands in the back, shoved him forward. Eagles player took the mark. Eagles player play on, basically. He got the mark and they continued. The same thing happened down the other end of the ground where the Carlton player pushed the Eagles player in the back and the umpire actually called a free kick. So it's also the inconsistencies have started to really ramp up again over the last week and a bit as well.
But yeah, you can't change the rules. Not leading into finals. I understand we had different rules in finals.
Yeah, I think we're all of that opinion now because of what we've seen the last few years.
It's just harder rules in finals, but you can't, like, even interpretations, you can't just change it a month out. What if a team misses finals now because I don't know who does a lot of it, but there'd be players that got used to doing this, holding their space, which is now going to be a push in the back.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think that's controversial at all. I think a lot of people would actually...
I don't think my calls are controversial anymore. They're just common sense.
Common sense calls.
I might need to change it. There's no controversy in my calls anymore.
I think it's, I think you're 100% correct. No, even talking about it on SEN, I think it was Dwayne Russell had a few calls come in with players really, not players, callers actually cracking the shits, and he agreed with them too. He goes, you can't do it.
And you can't, like, the fan base has a hard enough time understanding the rules now.
Yeah.
So if I've just watched my team play for the first 20 weeks and haven't watched as much footy as probably you and me, you wouldn't think that's a free kick. You're like, well, and then you're screaming at the tally because they paid something they shouldn't have. And it's only because I watch a lot of footy that we know that they've just intentionally changed this rule. But I don't think you can do it 4 weeks out from the final. I reckon it's highly silly.
I don't think you can do it 6 weeks into a season even. Do you know what I mean? Once the season starts, the rules are in place. If you want to make adjustments, wait for the following season because you can't do it mid-season. That's too.
And you can not tweak the rules mid-season, but have in your mind what you want to do with the rules, and then bring it in the following season. And then that's the rules for the season.
Unless there's a rule that's severely bringing the game backwards, and I mean significantly,
or dangerous. Like if there's a rule, that's causing injuries or that, put a rule in to stop that. This has been a non-free kick all year, and now it's free kick, and it's just players have got used to doing it, and now they can't.
Imagine if it cost the grand final. If the grand final is that close,
right. So, like the sling tackle, I understood that they brought that in mid-season. That was a dangerous one.
Yep,
that's fair. That one's all right, but
absolutely.
I don't know. I just don't understand it.
Agreed.
Just upsets me.
Stop ranting. Let's go. Egi, you're up.
Yeah, Moistys already mentioned it, but no Wow Week this week, so I thought we had the guests on. I thought we ran a bit low on time, but I just wanted to remind you boys, we've got our All-Australian next week, so our homework for the next week is...
that's why you were giggling when I read it. What was it in the freaking... It's in the run sheet. That's why I just followed the run sheet.
It is in the run sheet.
No, that's what I mean, but it's
in the run sheet the week I was away too. You didn't bring it up, but... But no Wow Week this week. All Australian picks the next week before they come out with the top 40, and we'll let you know who we pick. And then
are we doing a 22 or a top 40?
22.
22.
Oh. Well,
do we pick the 22 from the 40? No, we're doing our own.
Yeah, we're doing our own before the 40
it'll
comes
come out before the 40 comes out. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
That's the plan. So we can see how many we get right and how many we get wrong.
I'm gonna get 0.
I think Sam Darcy will be easy in there.
True.
Or
True.
Thorpe,
Oh,
or
Jeremy Cameron.
or-
He's going to kick 100 goals. You can't not have him at full
Yeah.
board.
It's going to be hard, boys. It's going to be hard.
And you got to have Nick Dacos. You know they'll find a way to put him in there somewhere.
Mate, he's playing back pocket. Have him in the back pocket.
Sub.
Limping off the ground in the back pocket.
Are they going to do a sub this year? That's going to be the interesting one.
Have they done a sub any year?
They want to get rid of the subs. So no.
Yeah, I think there's no sub next year.
I hope so. I reckon they just make it 5 on the bench.
Yes.
I really do.
Correct.
I do. Sorry, Eggy. Let's move into tipping.
All right, tipping. So we have a winner. $80.
Oh!
$80 has gone off this week. Well, eight that can claim the prize anyway. With the thrash and the doggies gave GWS. The closest margin was 64 by the Dublin. And then we had Madge Minor with 66, Schuster 1 with 69, Ali 5 and Laurie on 72, Go Cats 21 on 73, Paradox 15 and Hoof Hearted both on 75.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know any of them. So if you are one of those people, make sure you
message us
pick
on
us up.
Instagram or Facebook or comment on the YouTube. So it went off last week, but nobody claimed it, so jackpotted again. So we're up to $80 this week.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. Just remember, first place 250, second place 100, third 50, and obviously $60 left, like you just said.
And only 3 rounds left, so $60 left for grabs. And make sure you tune into every show, tune into the show, because we've had over $300 in unclaimed prizes this year. So you could have won $300 this year.
They did go off though.
They did. They
went off the next week.
They did go off the next week. So but people could have had that. Could have
had that money.
Yep.
Absolutely. And also next year, possibly could be bigger and better.
Could be bigger and better. Yes, it could be.
There might be a St Kilda jersey for top prize. You never know. Can't seem to give it away any other way.
Highly unlikely, but that's it from me. You gentlemen.
No, that's it. Just make sure you tune in Thursday. We'll all be here, I think, this week. I think we're all going to be here this week.
No, I'm not.
Oh, Taz has pulled the pin.
I'm here this week, but I'm not next week. So
no, I'm here this week. Next 2, I'll be here for our tips on Thursday night, boys.
Beautiful.
This week I am out.
You are out. Beautiful.
Oh.
But I hope we have an electric show on Thursday.
Electric show. Electric to Castro, Tassie. It's taken over. Electric is there.
Gross. TNT is explosive.
It's electric. You've got to use an electric charge to make it explode.
Yeah. That reminds me, I got to play up that intro as well. I forgot to add the electric thing.
The electric. We've got to take the glasses off.
Yeah. Well, you'll see.
Anyway, guys, enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you Thursday.
See you guys.
See you on Thursday. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in.
That's a wrap.